What's up, Ginger Cornets, and welcome to yet another episode of Dawn Takes Over This Channel. Now, you may think Pokemon's been bringing Dawn back a little much, maybe even too much, but you know what? As long as they keep doing it, I'm gonna keep making videos about it. Anyway, the Pokemon Legends Arceus anime specials have officially begun. I'm gonna keep this video spoiler-free, so if you still haven't watched the specials, don't worry, you can stay. But there's some interesting things going on that I kinda want to talk about, because it could affect the future of Pokemon Journeys, and really the anime as a whole. So first off, let's just get her out of the way. Dawn has now reappeared for a third time in Pokemon Journeys. Well, I guess this isn't technically Pokemon Journeys, it's like a spin-off of Pokemon Journeys, but I think it's still canon. We'll get into that. So one question I've seen going around, is Dawn a main character in Pokemon Journeys? Honestly, at this point, yeah. And when you think about it, they're handling her return pretty different from any of the other travel companions. Let me explain. Whenever someone would return in Pokemon, the gist of that was, hey, they're returning. We'd always see what they've been up to, or maybe some kind of conflict would take place that they'd be a part of, but the focus was always on that, the fact that they were returning. But with Dawn's now third return in Pokemon Journeys, that really doesn't feel like the case. I've heard a lot of people saying that Dawn's returns really weren't as substantial as other characters, such as even Gary or Iris's in Pokemon Journeys, but I think that's kind of the point. Iris's return was a one-episode thing. Dawn's is certainly not that at this point. And unless you count the time Brock just wasn't really in the Orange Islands and was replaced by Mr. Sketchit over here, this is the first time a travel companion has really come back into the spotlight. Now, it's not like Dawn is once again a travel companion, but she has become a pretty major character in Pokemon Journeys, and I could really see them doing this in the future with even more travel companions. Insert joke about Serena here. But Dawn's not the only one who's back for this arc, special series, whatever, the thing, you know what I'm talking about. Because Brock, the absolute legend himself, is back as well. I mean, hey, if they were gonna bring back the Lake Trio, may as well just reunite the DP crew. Now, Brock's return is handled a bit more standard than Dawn's, plus he did also return in Sun and Moon, so this isn't like a huge deal or anything, but it is just so awesome to see the whole crew back together again, plus Go. And speaking of Go, apparently Ash has been telling him a lot about Brock, so he was really excited to meet him. Okay, I didn't really notice it at the time, but Go and Brock do have quite a few similarities. Anyway, the cool thing about Brock's return is that they're really highlighting how far he's come in his Pokemon doctor training. Like seriously, this guy's legit now. He even has Krogunk working as a nurse, which is just so perfect. And this is another thing Journeys has been doing really well, bringing back old characters' goals and seeing them realized, and I am all for it. It felt like in the past, when a series would end, that was pretty much it for its characters. Like sure, we'd get some reappearances, but nothing to this level. And even characters who haven't changed that much, like Dawn, as I previously mentioned, is playing a bigger role in this story. So we could still see quite a lot of development from her. Some would even argue we already have. Also, apparently Brock knows how to fly a jet. I don't know if this was like brought up in a previous episode or anything, but if it wasn't, let me just say I'm not nearly as confused or surprised as I probably should be. But of course, it's not just the heroes who get time in the spotlight, cause oh boy, Team Galactic is back with a vengeance. Now, like I said, I'm gonna stay away from spoilers so you can give it a watch for yourself, but Pokemon is doing something with Team Galactic I never really thought they would ever do. Their goal in these specials is to bring back Cyrus, their boss. But the whole thing really just feels like a continuation of Diamond and Pearl's Team Galactic climax. Now obviously, Pokemon definitely likes making references to the past, especially when there's a new remake out, but to basically make a direct follow-up to an arc that ended over a decade ago, that's new. Who knows, Journeys could finally be the series where we see the GS ball get opened. I wonder what's inside it. And this, combined with the fact that there is a ton of Diamond and Pearl music, like oh my god, I think the most nostalgic I felt during this was just the music alone. And I am really praying the dub doesn't ruin it, come on please Arceus. But it really makes it feel like this is Diamond and Pearl again. just with, less filler and a higher animation budget. And while Pokemon has certainly been milking nostalgia to death, I think this is them doing it the best they've ever done. Now you're gonna have to excuse my bias here, because I did grow up with Diamond and Pearl, but compare this to the Gen 3 love we got during X and Y. I mean, Sawyer was from Hoenn, and he had a Sceptile. Oh, and we got to see Steven return as the champion, and he basically didn't interact with Ash at all. Yeah, compare that to reuniting the main cast in the region where it all took place, and following up one of the series' defining arcs alongside a bunch of the best music tracks from that series, and I think there's a clear winner on which did nostalgia better. This really is Pokemon Diamond and Pearl version 2.0, but that raises another question. Why did they feel the need to tie it into Legends Arceus? I mean, sure, Arceus does play a role, but wouldn't it make much more sense to have, the Legends Arceus special set in the Hisui region? I mean, based on the promotional images, that's what this seemed like it was gonna be, Ash, Dawn, and Go going back in time to Hisui. Instead, we got Cynthia teaching them about Hisui, and then it just kinda picks up with the main plot. It honestly feels kinda forced, like they just wanted to make a follow-up to the Team Galactic arc, and somehow had to throw Hisui in there. It actually feels really similar to the recent Pokemon movies. Now, there was a long period of time where Pokemon movies felt like they were just kinda promoting the new games or new mythical Pokemon, and that was it. Problem with that approach, though, is that most of them kinda sucked. They were designed to sell a product. I mean, sure, the whole anime is, but the movies really felt like they were designed to sell a product and nothing more. But then out of nowhere, Pokemon just rebooted it in an all-new continuity. And all three of the reboot movies, sure, they have elements that are clearly advertising things, but they don't feel like advertisements. They feel like, get this, movies. They're entertainment first and marketing second. And this sort of makes me wonder if there was some kind of advertising requirement that went into these specials. Because it really feels like the anime staff wanted to tell a certain story, and then the Pokemon company just kind of barged in and was like, well, you can do that, but you have to promote our new games. It doesn't matter if it's not really related, just make it related. Like, make the characters wear a Garchomp kimono that you can get in the game. Well, that is as long as you pre-order from Amazon, the place with the streaming service that these specials are exclusive to. Wait a minute. Okay, how much money do you think Amazon paid Pokemon for them to do all this? Like, is this all just a play from Jeff Bezos? Because you know what? I pre-ordered from Amazon after I saw the Garchomp kimonos in the special. It just looks so cool. It worked on me. Anyway, let me know what you think of these specials, and would you like to see Pokemon do more things like this? Cause I certainly would. I am not nearly as immune to capitalism as I thought, so I'm gonna go cry in the corner for a while. See you later, Gator Taters.